Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. Through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. So if anybody not aware of this is a journey with investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategic or compound return investing. So the objective is try to get 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades, we do take into account losses. So for further details about how to join us for less than $9 a month, information is available in the description below. In today's video, I'm going to be looking at MMTLP, and I'm going to be trying to answer 3 big questions from one of the viewers. And these are, first of all, what is the latest on Wes? What do the whales think of what's going on with regard to MMTLP? And I think the other question is, will we get paid in 2024? And then I'm also going to be finishing off by sharing with you 3 very strong buy rated stocks for September 2024. So stay tuned for that. And before we get started, let's have a look at what's happening in the market. So first headline here from Bloomberg: stocks are hovering as traders brace for September swings. September historically is not a great month, but let's hope it is this year. And it is generally quite volatile. But in terms of a reminder, today the stock market was closed. And in other key dates that I'd like to share with you, we have job openings Wednesday, jobless claims, which I think will be the big one on Thursday, unemployment rate on Friday, and we also have a huge amount of earnings here. And some of the ones that we're keeping an eye on include ZS, Dick's Sporting Goods. We also have Casey's, we have Neo, Broadcom, and a few others that we are watching carefully. And finally, a headline here from Frank Nez with regard to Citadel, and he states here, Citadel is now named in a RICO lawsuit in Georgia. And we can see here headline from September 1st, 2024, Citadel named in a RICO lawsuit in Georgia, and this is with regard to defamation and intellectual property. So before looking at the 3 big questions, I'm going to share with you a post here from Jiminy, who's quoting a message from FINRA Robert Colby to Clifton DeBose of Nextbridge Hydrocarbons. And we can see here in the message, it says focus on the last 2 sentences. So in the last 2 sentences, first of all, we can see here what Robert Colby from FINRA has stated is, first of all, whether other equities such as Nextbridge Hydrocarbons have the means of effectively compelling this outcome is a question of corporate law that FINRA cannot answer. Nextbridge should seek the advice of its own counsel on that question. So it is obviously FINRA is responding to this rule of 6490, which they obviously are going to deny any breach of, and they're basically saying you are asked whether the company has a legal right to force investors who hold short positions in the company's stock to close their short positions. Well, as far as all retail investors are concerned, that was the contract that shorts should have signed up to, and it's also the job of the SEC and FINRA to hold them accountable, because obviously they are the regulators. So and what now I'm going to share with you is a post from Mr. Charles Gasparino, who's one of the current FUDsters around, possibly paid to create FUD with regard to MMTLP, and he stated here, breaking news, sources tell Fox Business the change in tone from Ralph Norman and other congressional leaders away from FINRA culpability in the MMTLP situation came after meetings between congressional staff and regulators examining the matter, where regulators explained the good reasons why FINRA stepped in to stop trading when it did. I think that sounds like complete load of rubbish from Mr. Charles. So let's get some responses. And what Wise Guys has stated, first of all, is Charles reported dead-ass fake news, then half apologised. The public admission is a good start for the talk. No apology, no retraction. So go ahead and check out the screenshot from Wise Guys, because obviously Charles has history, and he's also been covered in a previous video. And what Drew has also stated with regard to Mr. Charles is he's a cruel, vicious and biased journalist. Aside from his clearly unprofessional conduct, Johnny has consistently demonstrated unprovoked hostility towards, he has consistently provoked unprovoked hostility towards investors, and Fox Business needs to take action. So let's see what happens with regard to that. And in terms of response from Trevor, he states here, you're telling me that Congress met with FINRA, who is a regulator, and FINRA told Congress it was not their fault I think that certainly is a far-fetched story. Anyway, time for a audited share count, and certainly definitely another example of FUD from Mr. Charles. Let's have a look at the 3 questions from one of the viewers and what Trama Sutra stated. First of all, what are the MMTLP whales' thoughts on the fiasco? What happened with West Christian and Flamethrower? And the other question is, in your opinion, do you think the MMTLP community will get paid in 2024? What Tucker stated is that Wes is a bag of hot air, and CryptoFan has stated is it's going to be unlikely will be paid in 2024, no catalyst in the immediate future he is aware of. So what I have stated here, as far as I'm concerned, first of all investors, including the whales, are very frustrated in terms of wanting this resolved ASAP, and as far as any of the whales are concerned, they have much more to lose in terms of the dollar amount, and in terms of Wes, I believe that he has been working in the background, so I guess the company will know further details, and also John Berger will know further details. So just a quick recap of what John Berger stated with regard to the Flamethrower and Wes. He states it here in one of his earlier tweets: together Flamethrower, me and 3 other OG Torch folks, we together have funded the DD process with Wes and the team. We will go where the DD takes us and make the appropriate decisions when we have the data. Not ready to take action, and all MMTLP family will be kept in the loop. So that was the original post from John, and what Guess Who stated in terms of correspondence from Meta. So he's sharing here a message from Robin with regard to Wes, and he states here, Wes Christian is still retained by Meta and his work is ongoing. However, these investigations take a long time. We will share it broadly via press release and an SEC filing. So if we go back to the question, originally what I stated here is obviously Wes, I believe, is working in the background, and I think obviously what we have seen in terms of these posts, there was a statement there that this could take a long time, so I'm not sure when we are going to get an update, or if we are going to get an update. And then finally, the other question is, will we get paid in 2024? I think this is the $1 million question, and obviously, as I'm not an insider, any answer will be only speculation. And as an investor myself, who've never sold a share, I would also want this resolved ASAP. But I would certainly hope that we do get resolved in 2024. And finally, in our Discord, we shared 7 stocks that are rated as a very strong buy for September 2024. So I'm going to be sharing 3 of those with you now. So the first one is ticker symbol BVS, also known as Bioventus. So this is a medical tech company that makes orthobiologic products for the treatment of patients suffering from a number of musculoskeletal conditions. So the company had solid earnings history. It topped the Zacks consensus in each of the last 3 quarters. Earning estimates for the full 2024 year have increased, and for 2024 the company is expected to show a 9.45% growth, and we're looking at $560 million in sales. So sales is growing, higher margins are also transpiring, and this is also going to lead to higher earnings per share. So what I'd like to share with you now is the chart for Bioventus here, and this chart is for the year to date. We can see here for the year to date, this is currently up a very impressive 91%, currently trading at $10.05 and with a market cap of 813 million. And the second company I'm going to share with you is ticker symbol POWL, also known as Powell Industries. So this is a company that provides custom engineered equipment, service systems for the management, distribution and control of electrical energy. It serves the energy, utilities, transportation and industrial markets. In late July, Powell posted a strong quarter, beating estimates by 79%, so very impressive there. Revenues came in at 255.1 million versus the expected 171.4 million from the previous year, and for the current year, estimates have been increased 33% higher, going from $9.04 per share to $12.01 per share. So very impressive there. So let's have a look at the chart for the year to date for ticker symbol POWL, and we can see here it is At one time it was trading very close to $200. It's currently trading at $167.44, but for the year to date it is up and very impressive 85%. So could be a buying opportunity there for POWL. And the final one I'm going to be sharing with you is probably a company you are well aware of, and that is Spotify, also known as ticker symbol SPOT. So this is obviously the king of streaming music. They currently have 32% of the global streaming music market share, and the company grew its monthly active users by 14% year on year in the second quarter to currently a figure of approximately 626 million. So revenue increased by 18% in the previous quarter, and the estimates called for Spotify to grow its revenue by 19% in 2024 and another 15% the following year. So let's have a look at the chart for the year to date. So again, this is showing very consistent growth. We can see here the moving average for 200 moving average and the 50 moving average are both showing strong trends upwards, currently at $342.88. So we were looking at this when it was below $300 in the Discord, and on the year to date it's up an impressive 81%. Market cap is a huge 67.2 billion. So it's ticker symbol SPOT. So if you would like to get a copy of the full 7 stocks, you can get them in exclusively in the Discord. And finally, you can also get a copy of our weekly watch list as well as daily stock alerts. Details are in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.